Howdy ho, everybody. It's me, Dottie, and this is Dottie's Daisies. And I am painting a baby. I have an order for a biracial little baby. So I'm making a little baby girl to go home. This person will be like a returning client. I sell my babies locally, like in towns around here or in my town or, things like that. I don't really sell them out of town because I'm scared to put my work out there because I don't feel like I do. I criticize my work, okay, really bad. Where I have people tell me all the time my work is beautiful and that, why don't I sell it? Why don't I sell it for more? Why don't I do this and that? And honestly, I just don't. I don't feel comfortable. I'm scared somebody's going to say something ugly about my work and then I'm really not going to do it anymore. But I'm painting the Alma sculpt. And I'm painting it biracial. And I'm painting it a little different than I normally do. I'm using a Flesho something. I don't remember if this is Flesho 4. I don't remember. Anyways. And then I'm coming in and highlighting it with other colors and stuff to make it look really pretty and snazzy. And yeah, that's what I'm doing today. I'm painting on this baby because we want her to look absolutely beautiful. She's going to have dark brown, but like a blackish brown curls. And she's going to have these deep brown eyes. And I'm trying to make her lips as luscious as possible. See the lips? It's the lips for me. Anywho. It's the lips for me. Let me see if I can take a picture of it. Did I do it? Okay, we'll know if I did it or not. I forget that I can take pictures when I'm recording. Macy, what's my girlfriend doing? Come here. Show me your babies. Show me your babies. Her's laying up here in the bed. She had surgery. She had surgery on Wednesday afternoon. And I had to go get her on Thursday. She was spayed. She got spayed. She is only 2.9 pounds. Hers a little bit. She's little bit. She's no bigger than a minute. That's my mama or my daddy or somebody like that in the old days we used to say. No bigger than a minute. But yeah, I am painting this Alma sculpt. And then I've got a James that I'm working on. This baby's kind of, I don't know. He looks like a little old man. Let me see if I can bring him around here. He looks like a little old man to me. Look at that face. Does he not look like a little old man? Look at the wrinkles on his forehead. He's like, nope, I'm taking a poop. He's taking one of them poopies. He's got the wrinkles from taking a poop. Anyways, I know I'm being silly. So I am so thankful that you guys are sharing me and saying, go subscribe to her, because when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I can do live videos. That's what I really want to do, is do live videos. And also, I want to do my giveaway when I reach 1,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh. I'm sitting here looking, and it looked like there was somebody standing in my back window. And if you were here I live in double wide, and so on the back half of my house, it's really kind of high off the ground, and it would be really hard to peek in the windows unless you were standing on something or extremely tall. And I was sitting here, and I seen something flutter out of my eye, like something moved. And when I looked, it just took me back for a minute because it was there, and then it was gone. And then next thing I know, I seen a cardinal. Get it together, Dottie. Get it together. I've got myself on the heebie-jeebies because I believe my house has got spirits. I don't think the spirits are here to hurt me. And if you don't believe in it, I'm sorry. I do. And I'll tell you why. If you don't want to hear this little story, I'm going to tell it anyways. Y'all can just come back another video or whatever. I wasn't even going to say this till just then. Anyways, my brother passed away about 3 years ago. And right after my brother had passed away, I was in here begging God to please give me a sign if my brother was okay. Did my brother come over and come home? Because at that moment in time, they were saying that he did it himself, okay? And if you knew my brother, you knew of my brother was not that type of person. So it was really a shock when we were told that. So anyways, so at that time, that's all I could go on is what the cops were saying, and I was really upset. Oh, Lord, I was so upset. I just wanted answers. I wanted to know why. I wanted to know what I could have done, which it had nothing to do with me, really. I was making it about me when it shouldn't have been about me. It should have been more about me being there for my mom a little more than I was. But I checked out. When this happened with my brother, I checked out. That whole year after my brother had passed, I can't tell you what went on. It's like it's all a blur. All a blur. Because that was the first time, besides my grandmother, someone very close to me that had passed, that it affected me the way it did. And me losing my brother, it was really hard. So anyways, I have been in here praying to God, please show me. So one night, I dozed off in here in my little chair. And when I looked in my bedroom, it was pitch dark in my bedroom. Standing at the end of my dresser, you can't tell me no different. So if you think you're going to get on here and tell me any different, you just might as well hold your breath. I don't care. But it was icy blue color, like fog, like an icy blue fog. And it was more or less like an outline of my brother. It wasn't like dimension, like you could tell the beard was there. You could tell his glasses was there, but you couldn't see the eyes or nothing like that. You could just see he was wearing his hat and a white t-shirt. And he was standing at my dresser, and he was going like this. And I said, what the bleep? I said the F word. And I took my glasses, and I cleaned it on my gown, and I put it back on my face. And I looked, and he was just doing like that and stepping out of the way. Like he was stepping along. And I ain't never seen it again. And I just sat there, and I began to weep. And I began to cry. And because I was like, that was God giving me my sign that my brother was okay and he was at home with him. That made me feel so secure and like that part was going to be okay. That was going to be all right. He's going to be all right. And I didn't worry about him anymore because, growing up, and I was always told that if you took your own life, that you're going to go to hell. And that's what I was always told. And so I was like, you know, if he did that, then he won't be in heaven. And so that's what I had in my mind. But then, you know, other things were coming to light and stuff like that, and the way things were adding up, it wasn't my brother. My brother didn't do that. So anyways, so that night I seen that spirit. Well, ever since then, like, my dogs will go in there in that same bedroom and bark at stuff, and there won't be nothing there. Will not be nothing there. Just bark and raise Cain. And bark like there's something standing right there in the doorway, and there's nothing there. Or we've heard noises. We've heard people walking around in here. And nobody lived in this house before us because this was brand new. We bought it right off the lot. So we know that this land has been in my husband's family for years. Nobody that we know of has passed away on this part of the property. So I don't know. I don't know what to say, but I just know that it was kind of weird that all this stuff is going on, and we were seeing stuff like it looked like my little dog. Like, if y'all been around, no, I got Mia. Mia is a Maltipoo. She's jet black. She has a little bit of white underneath there, and she's starting to look gray now. But at the time, she was, you know, black. Just black with a little bit of white. So we would think that she was coming into the bedroom, and we'd look, and she'd be in the bed, laying down in the bed with us. And I was like, what in the world was that? And I kept telling my husband about it, and then one day he seen it too. He's seen it with his own eyes. So, I mean, things like that have happened in my home. So, when I seen that out of the corner of my eye, I was thinking, and it was, what it was a cardinal. It wasn't anything to do with the spirit world. And a lot of people don't believe in spirits and things like that, but I do. I do. I believe that there's good and bad spirits. And if you open yourself up and acknowledge that they're here, I believe that they'll stay around, and they're not, that you don't want them to be here. You don't want them to be here. Even though I love my brother and everything to pieces, that I didn't want him to be here. I want him to go home to Jesus, be with Jesus. And that's what he needed to do. He didn't need to hang around here. So let me put some more paint in here. I know that was totally off subject today, guys. It was just that split second when I seen that out of the corner of my eye, I was like, oh my goodness, we're going to have some ghost experiment, or not experiment, but, you know, things going on today. And I was like, not today. Say, not today, Satan. Not today. Oh. But, yeah, that was just a tidbit about me that I do believe in. I do believe in that kind of stuff. It's like, I don't, my husband used to be into, ghost hunting, and he was legit in a ghost hunting group. They were actually talking to, the guys, the television show of, not Ghost Adventures, but, Ghost Hunters, sorry. They were talking to the producers and of that show at one point in time. They were talking to them, but the channel decided to go with a different paranormal group, which is perfectly fine. You know, that was perfectly fine. hate when I get paint up on my brush and it gets right there settled. It drives me bonkers. Alright, anywho. So, anyways, I just want y'all to share my channel and like my stuff if you want to like it. You don't have to like it if you don't want to, but if you want to, you can. What else? Father's Day is this weekend. I went ahead and sent my dad his Father's Day gift, which, what was it? Money. Everybody loves money, right? I knew he was needing some money, and I was going to send him some money anyways. He lives he lives in, he lives in Alabama, because I live in Alabama, but he lives in Mobile. And, I don't get to make those trips very often because of all my handicap and stuff that I deal with. It's rides. A lot of long distance rides are kind of hard on me, on my body. And which, that's no excuse. I should go see my dad anyways. But it's more accommodating if he could come here for me. For me, it would be more accommodating. But I sent him some money, and you would have thought that he won the lottery or something. I quit smoking about 5 years ago now, and I was giving him a hard time because he was talking about how he didn't have any cigarettes. And I said, "Is that why you're being a butt?" He goes, "I'm not being a butt." I'm like, "Yes, you are." I said, "You ain't got a cigarette, so you gonna be a meanie to everybody now?" He goes, "I'm not trying to be." I'm like, "Well, you are." So I sent him a little money yesterday, and he was like, "You didn't have to do that." I'm like, "Yeah, I know I didn't have to, but, you know, I'm sure your wife is enjoying me sending that to you now." Oh, he's not going to break his habit. He's been doing it for too long. He's 60-something years old. I mean, I can ask him all the time to quit. It's entirely up to him if he decides if he wants to quit or not. Nobody can make him quit. You got to want it, you know. So I quit because I had congestive heart failure, and I was like, I'm not ready to die. That was as soon as they told me that, I was like, nope, I'm done with cigarettes. I am done. I just knew right then and there I wanted to live. I wanted to live longer, not because I didn't have my grandkids then. My son wasn't married. I want to say my kids, I think they had just graduated high school, and I just decided that day when they told me I had congestive heart failure, I was like, nope, I don't want to do this, not anymore. So anyways, you guys, I'm talking about all this gloomy doomy stuff. I'm so sorry. I've been going on for 20 minutes talking about gloomy doomy stuff. But this is the Alma sculpt, and I'm painting it, and I'm making it a biracial baby. She's going to have dark, blacky, curly hair and dark brown eyes. And I can't wait to get this baby done. Oh, I can't. I think I ordered the right body. I might not have. I might have ordered a white body. I should order, I should order a biracial body, huh? Or do you think it really matters? Y'all tell me in the comments, do you think it really matters on the cloth body underneath? Okay, I'm going to take in my little brush right here and get in all them crooks and crannies. You got to. I can't wait to get that hair. That hair is going to be so pretty. Oh, I can't wait to get it and root. She wants a head full of curls, so we're going to do a head full of curls. And I'm going to try to give this baby some little edges, like some little dark hair around the edges. I'm going to try. I'm not the best rooter. And I try to tell everybody that I'm not the best rooter, but anyways, I just wanted to come on and share this stuff with y'all today. And well, I wasn't going to tell y'all about my ghost experience. I was just going to sit here and paint and talk to y'all. But I had that little scare for just a second. It was a cardinal. And cardinals are supposed to be like bring on good spirits, right? If I'm not wrong, I think they are. Oh my gosh. Isn't this baby going to turn out so pretty? Look at those lips. Look how luscious. Luscious lips. I also want to get, I've got the, is it Joseph? No, it's not Joseph. Is it Joseph? I can't remember if it's Joseph. Dominic, that's what it is. I love the Dominic sculpt. Y'all like my cup? It says Besties. This is my teacup. I don't drink sweet tea. I drink unsweet tea. And I have a total addiction to unsweet tea. That is just, I don't know how to explain it. You know, I used to be addicted to Coke. I had to drink Coca-Cola. Every day I had to drink Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola was like my favorite drink of choice. And then I had to start drinking unsweet tea when I got pregnant with my kids because I had gestational diabetes. Well, me and my husband just got addicted to drinking unsweet tea. And I say we drink unsweet tea. We actually don't drink totally unsweet tea. We take half a cup or a quarter of a cup. I can't remember if it's a quarter of a cup or a half a cup. I think it's a quarter of a cup. It's a quarter cup of sugar to a gallon of tea. So it's just enough to take the bitter off. That's it. That's it. Most people, when they come over here, they don't like my tea. They're like, what the heck? You're not Southern. You're not drinking sweet tea. I'm like, no, I'm not drinking sweet tea. No. I used to love sweet tea, but I don't drink it anymore. When I get a hold of some sweet tea, I'm like, woohoo, good Lord. I said, whoo, they're going to give you a sugar high in a minute. But anywho, I got this baby going and get her painted and get her taken care of. And then maybe get her completely done and sent off to her mommy after I do a pretty box opening. I got a few items I want to send home with this baby. This is going to be for a little 4-year-old. And the last baby I weighed her at 4 pounds, and this one I'm going to make for 4 pounds because the granny doesn't want it to be a very heavy baby. So I'm fine with that. But I just can't wait to get this baby done. It's just like one of them, it's going to be really pretty baby. So, anyways, I just wanted to come on and chit-chat with you guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And maybe I'll be on with a baby. I can do a changing video. I hope. Maybe. Who knows? But anyways, you guys have a great Monday. Bye.